Gonna make sure the audio and visual is okay. So give me a second to make sure we are live before anything gets started here. All right, so it looks like we are live on YouTube, also live on Twitch, and I don't know why we have that title. It just didn't change. I'm gonna go ahead and change the title real quick. Not on YouTube, on uh, Twitch. So let's figure that out. How do we edit this? Whoops. Whoops. There we go. Now we are good on Twitch and on YouTube. So how's everybody doing today? We got a new member. Rich, the Rich Action Show. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Lunatics never stop. Our community is strong, and now it's sneaking up to 5,000 holders. Yes, yes. I seen some comments come through. As I was, going live and setting everything up, I seen some comments come through, wondering what's happening with a lot of things, and I did get some clarity on a couple of things that they were talked about. One thing that was talked about when it comes to Lunatics token was the automatic burn. That's something that I've gotten a lot of questions on, a lot of back and forth. And the main thing that they did was the price is moving very, very quickly. And whenever a price is moving very quickly, it's always great to be able to have liquidity or add liquidity to the position to increase the floor price. So let's say the price goes from 0.00006 all the way up to 0.00017. The price, that's a massive jump, right? It's not only doubling, but it's basically tripling, right, at a price. And when you see something move that much, you need to add liquidity to it. So basically, they have the ability to turn off and on the burn feature, the automatic burn feature, which is not something where they are stop burning their own coin. They're going to continue to do that. They just rather do that than take from the rewards, because you want to make sure that you're pulling from the right spot, because the burns are going to happen automatically throughout all volume. So Lunic burns are still happening. Lunic rewards are still happening. LP, there was just 1% that was added to LP. So it helps it stabilize the price, so you don't really see it drop down like you've seen other things completely crash. This has a less likelihood of doing that because of the added liquidity, So that's what I wanted to talk about there, because I know that was a concern for a lot of people. It was a concern for me, not knowing the detail behind it. But if I would have just went into the Telegram, I would have known. But I'm not actually a part of that Telegram. I'm a part of the core Telegram, but not part of that Telegram. But a lot of people have gained so much out of this. So if you want to see where Lunatics token is, currently at 0.00017. So this not only dropped to zero, but also is definitely rising. It's up to about at one point a $21 million market cap. That's insane. How do you see your rewards for Lunic? So you just go into your MetaMask. If you already have Lunic there, you can see it. See, I'm up to 35 million now instead of 34.6, I believe I was. I'm now at 35.27. So I'm gaining quite a bit of Luna Classic, and that's because the 4% rewards was, stabilized. That was there for the whole entire time. So let me just get situated here. Hey Matt, lost my job, really bad times at the moment for myself, but good to see you again. I'm sorry that you lost your job. What happened? Was it like a performance thing, or was it like a just thing where they were cutting you know different employees? They were trying to save money. What was the deal? That sucks that you lost your job. Hopefully you can find another one really fast, or in a lot of cases, people losing their job could be a blessing because they may be able to do stuff they really wanted to do. I understand how things can be tight. It can be very, very difficult. Just the one thing that I've learned in life, when you lose a job, when you lose a form of income or a large source of income, cut your expenses. Don't sit here and say, all right, well, you know what, I can make do. No, cut your expenses. Find anything that you can cut. Cut those expenses, because that's the easiest way to save money. Making more money is not the easiest way to save money. Saving money in a better way is by cutting expenses, because you're not paying any taxes on anything else that you make. So like if I was like, oh, you know what, I need to make another $1,000. If I make another $1,000, that's taxed in the year. So if it is taxed in the year, that means that I'm not making $1,000. I'm making like $500, right? So, and if you save $1,000, you're saving $1,000. So cut your expenses. Can you give me can I give you 580,000 Lunati, and then my total will be 1 million? I wanted to do something like that, and maybe I'll have a conversation with the core members if we can do like actual giveaways during the live stream, because that's always great to be able to gift somebody, a million or something like that. Especially, when you're dealing with the Binance network, where it's insanely low or cheap to throw coins different ways. Obviously, if it's more expensive with the coins, because right now it costs like $170 for 1 million. Is that accurate? So if I go here and I go to Lunati and I go to 100, or I'm looking for 1 million, $174. So yeah, that's right. So yeah, $174 for about 1 million. And if we could literally throw that different directions with giveaways during the live stream, that would be fun. That would be really good. It would be great for the token itself. But yeah, we'll see how that works. But we're going to be doing the burn. I'm not going to be doing the burn myself. They're going to be doing the burn, and then we're going to see it updated, reflected in the total. But if you guys want to know what Lunatics token is, if you don't know by now, Lunatics token basically was created to burn Luna Classic, TERRA Luna Classic. It was created after the downfall of Luna. How it went from 120 all the way down to a level of less than a penny, where it is now, or even lower at one point. And they wanted to create this as soon as possible to start the burning, because they knew exactly where this can go. As soon as we saw it at this low point and saw the community that's behind it that wanted to push this up, it makes sense to create something that's going to burn the overall supply of TERRA Luna Classic. So that's really what this is all about. It also gives you rewards in TERRA Luna Classic. They have a 2% burn that goes towards the Luna Classic burn, 2% into marketing, 4% into classic rewards, 1% auto burn, and 1% liquidity within it. So they're definitely doing big things, and they've grown quite a bit, from the beginning, right? From the beginning of just being on CoinMarketCap, look at this chart, right? And there was a lot more before that, before it jumped on CoinMarketCap. So, again, I'm excited to be a part of this. There's a lot of positives and negative, responses here. But if you look at it, there's 2,255 people that are watching it. If we go on their information here, you're going to see that you have 79,000 transactions, almost 5,000 holders, which is absolutely crazy. And again, we addressed the zero quantity or zero token burns that are going through for the individual tokens. We addressed that. You can look at the holders and understand that 11 billion has been burned off from their own token, which is really good. So yeah, I can't wait to see everything that they have to offer. But we're going to be burning in about 20 minutes. So if you guys want to get Lunatics token, the link is down below. It's in the description. So feel free to check that out. Sorry, let's read some of these comments. What time is going to be? It's going to be happening at 8 o'clock. I want to thank Lunatics Official. They helped helped me after my wallet got drained 2 days ago. I wasn't able to buy much after that, but he was able to help me with it and send me some extra from his personal. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. I didn't know that. That's a great story. Um, how much is Lunati burned? How much has Lunati burned for themselves or the total tokens that they've burned? So the total tokens that they burned so far is 600 million. So they are the top burner right now over MEXC, over LungDAO. They're definitely the top burner, and they continue to burn every single day. And the crazy thing is, you look at how much volume they've had in the past day, right? Where you're looking at 1.6 million. That's another 160,000 that's going towards taxes. That's insane, right? And I'm not saying that's 160,000 that's going towards burn. 20% of that will go towards burns, and then actually 40% of that will go towards rewards. So you're definitely getting huge benefits for Terra Luna Classic. $1 December. I mean, it could be possible. The thing that I want to see, and I don't know if they really like want that to happen. I don't know what their lowest supply they want to sit at is. But the thing that I want to see is this get down to about less than a 1 billion supply. 1 billion supply would give you so much room. Obviously, you would have to have larger holders sell their positions or sell some of their positions to factor into the burns to get it down to a 1 billion supply at a comfortable stage, because you don't want to be at a 1 billion supply while one person is holding 300 million or one person is holding 1 billion, right? The only way you can get there is if all the transactions start to happen and even the larger holders create some of those decrease their supply as well, or the amount that they have. So that's what I would like to see, a 1 billion total supply, which gives it so much room to grow and get to not only $1, but $2, $3, all of that stuff. And we just don't know how far this will go, if it will stabilize at $100 million market cap, or it'll stabilize at a $500 million market cap, or $1 billion market cap. We never know what this will be. But all I know is that they're making the right steps so far and finding profit for a lot of people. Rewards are distributed, dispensed on buys and sell volume, typically every 5 to 8 hours. You can expect rewards. Sega here to answer any questions. Yeah, so if you guys want to ask any questions on what's going on with Lunatics token, maybe the burn rate, if you want an official breakdown of what's going on with the automatic burn, whatever, you can answer all of those questions, or we can answer all of those questions. You have to hold 1 million Lunic in your wallet as well as Lunati. Yes. Good morning, Matt. Congratulations with your partnership deal. Also, like to take the opportunity to thank you for all you do for us. Keep up the amazing work, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. To some people, I mean, there's horrible choice for words, but some people they like it. Some people they don't like it. I mean, that's just how that goes. But there will always be people that may be a hater on something, or may not like you, or may not like what you're dealing with any single time. But I love to take in all of the information, whether it's positive or negative, and I'm happy to be a part of this community, the Luna community, which is also right now the Lunatics community, right? Lunatics community is supporting Lunic in such a big way. They're supporting it so much that they'd rather take away from their own auto burn than take away from the rewards or the burn that comes out of Lunic, right? 6% total. If you go over here to the breakdown, 6% total goes towards Lunatics, right? The rewards and the burns. 4% will go towards Lunic, right? Or sorry, I've switched that around. 6% will go towards Lunic, and 4% will go towards Lunatics, right? They ended up taking a, 1% away from the lunatic side, the automatic burn, to help out the, people that are invested in this position, and then also in turn affect Lunic in such a big way by keeping people involved, gathering more Lunic rewards from more people. It's just so much more that's going towards Lunic in this project than there is towards the own coin that they have there. So that's phenomenal to see. Matt, since watching your channel, I've been in green. Thank you. Well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you for that super chat as well. I'm glad that you're making money. That's what the markets are all about. It's about people making money and helping one another to get to the same spot that they are, where they're making money. Look at TERRA Station. We can stake Lunic now, and we can see transaction volume from to August. Am I right? I'll have to check it out. This is like a joke. Lunic at 0.0001 and Lunati at 0.00017. So it's not a joke. Understand that Lunic has 6.5 trillion coins that's out there. So you're not looking at the same market cap. Like if you look at market caps, you're going to understand the difference, right? Lunic's market cap is up to a 600 trillion, right? Sorry, not 600 trillion, 600 million. And Lunatics market cap is around a 20 or 18 right now, 18 million. So you're looking at 18 million versus 662 million. So even though the prices seem similar and Lunatics price is higher, it doesn't mean that, this is more valuable or Lunatics is more valuable than Terra Luna Classic. That's not the case. You look at market cap for the ultimate value that you would see there. So no matter what, it's helping out, Terra Luna Classic in a big way, because what we're doing is going by dollars, right? The 1.6 million, no matter what, you're going to have, tens of thousands of dollars that are going towards this Lunic burn. So it's definitely a positive. I look at it as a positive. Now, are you burning Lunic live? Would be great. Thanks for the updates. I'm not burning it. It is going to be burned during this live stream. So at 8 o'clock, it's going to be burned during the live stream. And you're going to see the updated figures in their burns. And just understand that, their wallet is definitely getting packed with dollars for burns. So you're going to see more and more consistency on the burns, but it's all about hitting thresholds, right? You want to hit thresholds. You want to hold some in reserves to make sure you're not over burning and just burning ridiculous amounts. Eventually, I'm sure they want to get to burning 1 billion, an average of like 1 billion a day, or finding a way to have a massive burn to where it's like 10 billion or 20 billion or something like that, right? Matt, please check Binance Scan. PancakeSwap have 4 billion left. That's bullish. What does that mean? Most of the time. Why does Lunati show null address with 0 quantities for transactions in Binance Scan? Did you get a chance to talk with Lunati team? Yes, I did. I'm trying to see if they answered it at all here. They did not. So the reason why that did happen was when you have a price movement this much, it makes sense to add things towards liquidity, right? So they took the 1%. Basically, they can take the auto burn and turn it off and on for their own token, and they realized that it's better to stabilize the price than it would be just to burn off the coin, right? If you burn off the coin, yes, it has long-term effects to where you are going to see the price potential increase. But what about right now, right? What about absolutely right now? Because if this price goes to 0.00017, the price movement is so high that you need to stabilize it. So the way that they did that was taking the auto burn, the 1%, and taking that amount, adding it towards liquidity so that liquidity is strong, right? And so that's really what you want to do, is to raise that price floor, because you don't want it to absolutely crash. And that's what they've been doing, which seems to be working, because even though you are seeing a large increase by like 100%, you still see it going up because the price floor is so much higher, right? Now, my suggestion, I never like to see anything get shut off completely. So my suggestion was always that if you look at the reward structure, to keep it the same, my suggestion was this: instead of taking off the auto burn, keep the auto burn on, and since you have Luna Classic rewards, you would just adjust it by 1%, right? So you always keep the auto burn on, you always keep everything here. So 2%, 1%, 2%, 1%, and then 4%. But then if you feel like the price is moving too much and you want to add more towards liquidity, just take it from the 4% and only offer 3% Lunic rewards, so that you can stabilize the price of this position, but then also keep the automatic burn that's still on, so then every single feature is still on. That was my suggestion, but I'm not sure that will sit well with a lot of people, because you're taking away from the rewards. So we want to basically kind of run a poll and say, if things do increase too much, where do you take it from? Because you need to offer that liquidity. You need to make sure that liquidity gets added. Thoughts on AMC Ape dividend? I swear it isn't bad dilution, because there is a good kind of dilution. Plus, this lets company override share votes. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, I don't want to get too much into stocks, because obviously it's a big crypto stream. But I'll just say this about the whole thing. I think it does give you a understanding of exactly how many shares are out there. So that's a good thing. But when it comes to dilution, I mean, there is a factor of dilution here, right? I mean, it's only going to holders. I don't know all of the detail. I heard that you wouldn't be able to, that people are just selling it, I guess. But I don't know all of the details, so I would have to dive into that a little bit more. But I can tell you this, that I think, yes, you are right. There is a such thing as good dilution. It's not all bad dilution. Matt, let's have a voting system in place for the like button. Oh, yeah. We only have 170 likes. We have 440 people here. We only have 170 likes. What are you guys doing? Smash that like button. All right. So yeah, it looks like we're going to be burning in about 6 minutes is what it shows here. Cadena is up 12.68%. That's amazing. I heard some good things about that. Matt's the reason I got Lunatics token. Well, I appreciate that, but I may be the reason that you've noticed it. But then when it comes to you getting it, you're the reason that you got it. So take pride in what you bought, and make sure you take pride in whatever profits you take. You know what I mean? Don't sit here and say, Matt's the one that got me these profits. I'm not the one that got you these profits. Your decision making got you these profits, right? Because there are people that sit on profits for a long period of time, lose all those profits, and then they don't have them anymore. But there's a lot of people out there that are taking profits, and what's amazing is the volume is what moves this. The volume is what moves this. It's not necessarily saying, oh, well, you know what, we just need people to hold it and hold on this for a long time. People want to hold it because they're gaining Terra Luna Classic rewards by holding it. But then you also can sell a portion of it to profit off of it, right? Realized gains. And what's crazy is when you do sell that, it goes through the volume, which 10% goes towards the taxes, which burn off Lunic anyways, and also give you more rewards because you're holding you're holding that amount. So you're still holding some that's left. Do you think Lunati can kill another 0 in the next week? I think it can. But if it does, that will make it $100 million market cap. So it all depends how people, adapt to it. If people love it, if people, really start to invest into it. Because again, in the last like weekend that we've seen, you grew by over 1,000 holders. Guys who haven't bought Lunatics should not miss the chance right now. I bought a day before yesterday, and it had 4.5 million market cap. Today it's at 19 million market cap. Moreover, you're getting Lunatics as a reward. Exactly. And wow, what a great choice. Yes, great choice. No, it was Matt. He's just humble. No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I don't you know take all of your choices and say that they're mine. I'm here to show you guys the position. Ultimately, whoever presses that buy button, I mean, you're the one that made the right decision, and you have to live by that decision, whether it's a wrong or right decision, right? Because if you buy into it at the wrong time and it decreases in price a hell of a lot, then maybe you made a wrong decision at that point, and the decision wasn't just buying it; the decision was buying it at the wrong time. So there's always a choice, always a choice. I wish Lunatics was easier to buy. Volume would be 10x more. Yeah, I think they're working on that. And the more marketing money they have, the more they're going to have to put towards other exchanges. And I think right now they're worried about really stabilizing the price where it is versus seeing more of an increase. Because if you see more of an increase, then you have to, worry about adding to that, or obviously adding to that liquidity even more, because you want to make sure that the floor price is stable. That floor price is very important in cryptocurrency. And I learned that, after going through the steps of creating your own coin. You understand that liquidity is very, very important. And obviously lock liquidity is very, very important. So all this liquidity that's being added, that's a question that we could have. Is all that liquidity being added, is that something that's being locked as well? Because obviously if you're adding to the liquidity, anything new, you want to make sure that all of that is locked. It's not an open wallet that can access the liquidity. It's great for people to take profit responsibly. Exactly. Matt, what do you think about a GRT? I'll get into that maybe a little bit later. We're about to, the burn's about to go through in like 2 minutes. Now, I don't know if they're going to do it exactly at 8 o'clock, but the burn is about to go through in now 1 minute. It can reach $100 million market cap. I think it can. Lunatics killed a zero yesterday. It did. You don't need to set slippage on PancakeSwap to 11.5%. Just edit the token, the amount, and use a small slippage. Never heard of that. Appreciate the videos, bro. We'll just keep buying more Lunatics. Nice. Lunatics having a YouTube marketing push today. Trav is now marketing. How do you get your Lunatics rewards, and where does it go? So whatever wallet you're holding, so if you're holding in Trust Wallet or MetaMask, you'll be able to get those rewards through there. I need to update this to see what's happening there. Yeah, you'll be able to get it through there. And that's exactly what I'm seeing. So my rewards, if I scroll down here, my rewards, I'm sitting, at 35 million. I was at 34 million. Now I'm at 35 million Lunatics. So you're receiving Lunatics throughout this whole entire time period. As long as you're seeing volume in it, you're receiving Lunatics. Hey Matt, what's the deal with the burn showing 0 for Lunatics? When you looked at it yesterday, I remember you said you looked into it. So yeah, I did look into it. Basically, with how this is broken down, the price was moving so much that more had to be added to liquidity in order to stabilize the price. And it was determined that the stabilization of the price, or stability, I don't think stabilization is a word, the stability of the price was 100% more important than an automatic burn that's going through. So they added, for 24 to 48 hours, they're going to be adding that to liquidity, because they need to make sure that the liquidity is very strong, the floor price is very strong. So that's something that can be turned on and off. Now again, my suggestion, and I don't know how it would live with people, is to instead take from the automatic, instead of taking from the automatic burn, you would take 1% from the Luna Classic rewards to make sure that the automatic burn stays intact. Because I think as the price increases, it's going to be more difficult to burn their own token. I would love to see them burn all the way down to less than 1 billion tokens, but I'm not sure that that is the goal. Because I think that less than 1 billion tokens obviously would just give it more growth potential price wise. How does the increased liquidity in Lunatics influence the floor price if it crashes? So basically what they do is when you add liquidity, so like if you go over here and you add liquidity to a position, what you're doing is you're basically saying at whatever price it's at right now, you are backing it with another cryptocurrency. So when you add liquidity to something, you're basically taking, let's say Lunatics, and you're taking BNB, whatever the prices of BNB and whatever the prices of Lunatics, and you're saying, I support Lunatics at this price with BNB, with this currency that's behind it, or with USDT or whatever it is. So you're stabilizing the price, making sure the floor price stays higher than where it was, because the floor price may be a lot lower because obviously you can decrease in the price. But what you're saying is right now, I believe that this should be the lowest price. So I'm going to stabilize this with your own money, right? So you're backing it with your own money. And then what you do is you lock that. So hopefully that is locked. Now, it is 8 o'clock. The burn should have went through, I believe. Check Terra Station dashboard, volume and staking rewards. We'll check. Yeah, I definitely will go through that. Matt, the burn started. So yeah, that's what I wanted to. Hopefully I broke that down for you, Charles. Hopefully I broke that down for you a little bit more. Let me see if they did do the burn already. So yes, you can see here that there is a 50 million burn from Lunatics token right now. Just 3 minutes ago. So there we go. Another 50 million coin burn in Luna Classic. And they're doing what they said they're going to do. I don't know if this is updated, if it updates automatically. We'll see. It doesn't update automatically. I guess it has to be a manual update. But you are seeing that they burned another 50 million. So their total amount is up to 650 million that they've burned for the community. And obviously you want to see more and more that's going to be burned, and people, are looking for the next big burn right after this burn happens. But let's cherish this burn, because we did 50 million. What was it? Was it on Friday or Saturday? It might have been Saturday. But then you're seeing another burn today, and then you're supposed to see one more burn that's coming through with I think Crypto King. Is that accurate to say? Basically having enough money in crypto assets and liquidity money in reserves so you don't go bankrupt. So when it's locked, it helps sustain the piece of the coin from where they bought the coin at. Basically, yeah. So you're looking at it to where you're like, all right, BNB is worth $300. So it's going to be worth $300, but this coin is worth, or this token is worth 0.00017. So you support wherever the price difference is and say, this is, I'm going to buy Lunatics, or I'm going to basically stake my Lunatics with BNB to stabilize this price at the current price where it's at. Right. And if it goes higher, then obviously you gain more within that liquidity pool. There are a lot of times where people create their own liquidity pools. And when you create your own liquidity pools, you can grow in value by a lot more than just holding the position itself. So there's a lot of times where people can add to that liquidity pool. So if you wanted to add to it, you can add to the liquidity pools as well. But it's obviously not going to be at the same scale as the coin adds to the liquidity pool, because they're adding like tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands at sometimes. I don't know why I said it sometimes multiple times, but at some points it's like tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands. How we get rewards on Trust Wallet? Not showing any. Did you add Lunatics to your wallet? So you have to add the Lunatics token or coin to your wallet. in Trust Wallet, and then you'll be able to receive. It'll automatically get distributed. Man, I can see Bitmart listing Lunatics, but how they would give rewards, they would keep it on Bitmart and maybe pay out once a month. So usually rewards don't flow through exchanges. From any coin that I've seen that offers rewards, they don't flow through exchanges, and you don't receive those rewards through exchanges unless the exchange finds a way to do that. But from what I understand, you get, from everything that I've been a part of, you get the rewards on a wallet rather than in a centralized exchange. And 300 million Lunic burn at the end of the week to take us to $1 billion. So yeah, there's going to be, do you hear that? A 300 million Lunic burn at the end of the week, at the end of this week, to take them over $1 billion. So instead of looking at them at a level to where nobody has burned $1 billion yet, you're going to see them at the level of burning $1 billion. So it did just update. Let's see if we can update this total amount. So the total amount has been updated. You're seeing Lunatics token, kind of just run away with this thing and just burn so many millions of tokens. And again, they're going to be burning 50 million soon, and then they're going to be burning another 300 million to get them over $1 billion tokens that they've burned in total. Matt, look at the chat. I'm trying to. Over 1 million on Trust Wallet. Not seeing rewards. So I don't have Trust Wallet. I wish I can take you through the way to do that. I don't have Trust Wallet. I have it on MetaMask, and maybe I should move some over to Trust Wallet just to go through the example. Have you added Lunic to your Trust Wallet? Lunatics token is basically helping Lunic. It is. It's 100% helping Lunic. There's nothing out there that is burning Luna Classic tokens or coins like Lunatics token is. So this is why I don't understand why anybody would hate in any situation, right? I don't know why this one says 2.026 billion, and then you're seeing over here 2.050 billion. I don't know. That's weird. But either way, you're over 2 billion. Can't buy Lunati, please help. So the way that you buy it, right? You want to make sure you find the best times when you think you can buy. I know it is at technically a pullback from where it was at its highs, but you go over to PancakeSwap, make sure you have your MetaMask. If you're on your desktop, I have a whole breakdown of how to do it. Have your MetaMask set up. Make sure you have Binance Smart Chain on here. So you need to add Binance Smart Chain to your networks. You want to fund your MetaMask by adding BNB. By BNB, you can use MoonPay. And then all you have to do is add the address to your MetaMask. I just saw that out of the corner of my eye, and it's a $50 super chat. It's crazy, Richard. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that. Matt, I tried to pull some profits on MetaMask where Lunatics is stored. Would not let me swap for USD. Slippage would not let me go past 5%. So yeah, the slippage would not let you go past 5%. That's weird. So if you wanted to sell some, did you do it on MetaMask to where you were trying to transfer it? So like you went to here and you went to Luna Classic, or no, not Luna Classic. You went to your position, Luna T, and you said, all right, I want to swap it. So that's where you decided to do it. Did you try and do it through PancakeSwap instead of through MetaMask? Maybe MetaMask is having an issue. Need a new way to buy Luna T. Bought BNB, sent to MetaMask, got hacked, lost 9. MetaMask script hack? That's not good. Don't move any of your existing tokens to Trust Wallet. Buy new tokens for Trust Wallet. Well, the transactions will go through as the taxes, so you would have that flow into regular taxes. Slippage needs to be at least 14%. Slippage, use 12%, use 12%. That's what everybody's saying, use 11%. Set the amount of Lunati and not BNB. Everybody's helping. See, this is what a community is about. Everybody's helping. Wait, anyways, sorry. Super chat. I addressed that. Thank you, Rich, for the super chat, first of all. It's a $50 super chat. Doesn't go unnoticed. Yeah, I hope that we can get this figured out, because if you're looking to sell some of your position, it should be good to sell some of your position, because if you do, right, you're one, let's say if you buy for $100, right, the taxes that get included in that, it's like $10 get taken out. But then if you sell that $100 at $1,000, right, well, now you're looking at $100 that's coming out in taxes total, which is a larger amount that's going towards the taxes. That's what we care about, is the amount of money that goes towards all the taxes, that goes towards the burns, whether it's Lunic burn or Lunatics burn, all of those things. So that's what it shows failed. Increased slippage even after the slippage is 3%. I think it's because of the liquidity lockup if you bought before launch. No, that shouldn't be it. That shouldn't be it. So the liquidity, the lockup is for like private sale. I gained over 400,000 Luna in my trust wallet. Nice. How would you cash out if we get to say $1? How would you cash out completely? Well, the way that I end up selling my positions, right, is I go through MetaMask, link my MetaMask to my Pancake Swap, and then I just go over here and take a Lunati, and you can move it to a stable coin if you wanted to. So you can take, let's say if you get to $1 and you're holding 50 million, and you're like, all right, well, you know what? I want to take out just $1 million because I feel like it's going to grow more, but I want to take out $1 million. So then you just hit sell. All you do is take out $1 million. You go through, make sure you set your slippage to 11 or 12%, and then go through with the sell. And that's if you want to make that move, if it does hit $1 or 50 cents or something like that. Obviously, we're looking for lower price points, but we're also looking for those same price points for Lunic, not only just Lunatics. So I would say the same deal for Lunic. Sorry for bothering you, but I just want to say I got 11 million Lunatics, and I'm getting about 100 Lunic rewards per day with an average 1 million market cap. Oh, you're not bothering me by telling me how much I mean, you're gaining a good amount. You have 11 million Lunatics, and I'm getting 100,000. That's what you're saying. 100,000 Lunatic rewards per day with an average 1 million market cap. So if you're gaining 100,000, that's really good. In 10 days, if everything stays stable, in 10 days you're going to be able to receive 1 million Lunic out of it. Right? Harper stomping upstairs. Sorry for that if you hear it. But that's good. It's really good. Guys, we have 563 people here. Did you answer the poll and hit the like button? We got 357 likes. I would love to get up to about 450, maybe 500 likes. Got another super chat. Thank you, Brian, for that super chat. I appreciate that. You didn't even say anything. You just sent a $20 super chat. That means a lot to me. I appreciate that more than you know. And thank you. Again, this is where's I going for? Isn't Bitmart non-United States? I'm not sure. Lunic has the strongest real community I've ever seen, even more than SHIB. Yeah, this is what's crazy. This is why I love this community, right? Because if you look at, first of all, I don't know how the price increased and the market cap decreased, but I'll leave it at that. But when we look at the community of SHIB and we look at the community of Lunic, this is why I compared it in the past. And I was like, SHIB versus Lunic, and SHIB, the people that are leading the position or leading the ecosystem don't like, it seems like they don't care about the community's efforts to burn, the community's efforts to help out the position of SHIB. And then also those same people don't want to help out SHIB themselves, right? But then you have Lunat community that they're trying to create every single little piece to where everything is helping out Lunat in a large way. And everybody seems to be supportive of one another. I mean, there's probably a few people that just don't care, and also just want to talk down on certain people and also talk down on the positions. But, you know, you're going to have that in every community. But the point is that you have a large amount of people that have come together, you know, that have created things like Lunatics token, that have created things like Lunk DAO, have created things like, was it Meta Gloria, NFTs. I think that's what it is. So you're creating all of these things behind this Lunat community that's trying to support the position at hand, right? It's not about just trying to grow your own thing. It's trying to support the position that we all care about, which is Lunatics, right? So Lunatics, you're saying Lunatics 100 million market cap by the end of August, 500 million by the end of the year. That would be insane. And if you did see that growth, imagine how much that would do for Lunic as well. Thank you. Added Lunic wrap to MetaMask, and my rewards automatically added to the total. Perfect. I don't think you realize how much you're changing people's lives. Certainly made an impact on my life holding crypto such as Lunic. I mean, I realize that investing is the key to, you know, creating a better life, you know, for a lot of people. And I hope that everybody involved, everybody that's following my channel, that listens to me every day, you know, finds a way to gain that life-changing amount of money that they could do so much for their family with, you know. I really don't realize how much this is impacting, but I do want to have some sort of an impact. It may feel like more of an impact than what it is, but I just hope you get that you know, sort of light at the end of the tunnel type of situation, to where it's like you hit millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars by the end of this, right? It all depends on when you sell. It all depends on when you take your profit. So I appreciate you guys coming through here. You guys are changing my life every single day that I wake up in the morning. You know, I'm happy to be doing what I'm doing. If you did not support me, I wouldn't be here. I would be working a 9 to 5 and not being able to invest, not being able to talk to you guys, not being able to, you know, just create this community that really supports these tokens and these investments that we follow. Matt, I added Lunic to MetaMask, and it only added it on Ethereum mainnet. Can I get the address to add my BNB smart chain? So yeah, all you have to do is go, you added Luna. So do you have BNB smart chain on here? First of all, you have to have BNB smart chain added right there. So click on this, make sure you're on the main net. Then what you want to do is add the token, or import the token, right? And when you do that, you want to go over to, you want to find, yeah, there it is, TERRA Classic, and you want to make sure you're not adding this contract. Select the drop down, and then you select more, and that's where you'll be able to receive it. So all you have to do is copy that address and then add it to your MetaMask, and you'll be fine. Do you have Luffy, Matt? I don't have Luffy, no. I know people that talk about it, and it looks interesting, but I don't have it. Matt, you're gaining an awesome following, and everyone here help each other. That's why I'm here always. Well, thank you. Thank you for saying that. And I appreciate all of your super chats that you send. I mean, you come through and every single day have some sort of a super chat and some sort of appreciation. And that's what this world's all about. It's about appreciation, right? And I'm one of those people, you know, that loves to give to people. This is why I'm always here trying to make sure that people, you know, have that right mindset when it comes to investing. You get the good position that you have, you gain, you know, a $10,000 profit, and you take $5,000 profit, right? So I hope that, you're able to, gain as much as I have throughout this whole process. Harper's distracting upstairs. She's just running around like a dinosaur. Um, if you didn't live stream the pre-sale, I would have. Wait, if he didn't live stream the pre-sale, I would have 45K profit. Wait, so you're saying if I didn't live stream the pre-sale, you're saying if you didn't live stream the pre-sale, you wouldn't have 45K profit. Unless you mean you would have 45K profit. I just mean I don't know how that would help. Curtis, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Matt, please advise them to invest only what they can afford to lose. That's absolutely true. Yeah, just because something's running and something is going to, a higher price, higher and higher prices and seeing a lot of traction doesn't mean that you invest everything that you own, right? I always live by this philosophy of dipping your toe in the water, obviously, before you jump in. That makes it worse sometimes when you're talking about a real pool. But dipping your toe in the water, dipping your foot in the water before you get in the pool is definitely a good idea. So you know how cold it is, you know where things are going, you know how hot it is, whatever it is, you know the temperature. And basically that means that if you have $1,000, it doesn't hurt to take a portion and put it in there, right? So if you have $1,000, you put $100 or $200 in there, you live to fight another day. If it does decrease in value, let's say it decreases by half the value and now you're at $100. Well, now you can put more money in there and average down, and you don't have to worry about losing $500. You only lost $100 at that point. So it lessens the blow. However, if it does increase, you don't want to sit here and invest on, times where it is like absolutely skyrocketing. So invest what you're willing to lose. Don't invest, your life savings into things. I've seen success stories where people have done that, but there's so many more, stories that are tragic than there are success stories. So be careful. This guy doesn't answer or speak on real concerns. Ask why the contract is not distributing rewards correctly. It's giving out far less than it takes the team manually to top it off. So understand that all of this stuff is manual. From what I understand, they go through this, besides the automatic burn is the only thing that's automatic about it. Everything else is a manual process to where it's held into wallets to distribute to different places. So distributing happens. It's not about how much they're giving out based on the rewards that they have now. There is a lag system throughout it, and you need to make sure that you're giving out rewards sparingly and that rewards continue to come, even if the volume tends to decrease. So I may not know all of the detail, but I try and answer all of the questions that I can answer. All I know is people are making money and receiving rewards from them. So any rewards are better than nothing. Can you talk about the resistance levels for the future price of Lunic? So yeah, I mean, if we're looking at 3 months ago, this was obviously increasing. So we want it more than a month. Let's go 3 months and then let's zoom in. Yeah. So obviously with Lunic, we're seeing this, create these, it looks like higher highs and almost higher lows, kind of breaking that cycle. Right now we're in consolidation when we're looking at Luna Classic. Sorry, right now we're in consolidation when we look at Luna Classic, and we can see that this is not the lowest price that we've ever been, because we've been all the way down here at some of these lows and even lower when we first initially dropped. But we're waiting for this thing to make a turn, right? We're looking for the path forward. It's not only about these resistances that we would see here, because I think we're going to skyrocket past a lot of these levels. So the level of 0.00016, 0002, 0004, right? All of those levels, I think we're going to skyrocket past. We don't really have too much history behind it, but we're looking to pass this spot. I would say something more solid. We're looking to probably pass 0.000 .0001150 or 12. And once we get past there, then we're looking for more peak levels here to where we're looking for yeah, 0.000 0.00016, almost 2. We're looking for those levels to break past. But I think once we see a path forward, once we see that path to where it's like 1.2% is implemented, you know, we know that on every single transaction, we're going to have a burn that's associated with it. That's what propels us forward and skyrockets way past those resistance points. Let's see. Lunatic to the moon. Absolutely. My first mistake was investing into SHIB when SHIB was close to deleting a zero last year. um, Investing lesson 101. Yeah, I mean, investing at the high points is definitely a point to where you want to invest on pullbacks. Even if you feel like it may pull back more, investing on pullbacks just gives you that understanding that it did have a price above this position. If it does not have much room above that position, where that price is right now. So say let's say it starts at $1 and it rises to $5, and it does not have room above that position. It's never been there before. It's never been to $5, never been to $6. Why invest at $5? There's no history above where you're investing in at. So it looks like you're investing in at the peak. And a lot of times that is the case where people are investing in at the peak. So just be careful with situations like that. Always invest in a pullback. Even if you see it pull back here and you think it's going to drop further, right? You're still investing in a good spot. You still have history above. So you're able to invest with room to grow, if that makes sense. We do have, oh, thank you guys for hitting the like button. We have 454 likes and about 500 people here. So that's definitely a good thing. I appreciate it. Is PancakeSwap safe? It's not asking me for a login. So PancakeSwap is an exchange where your login comes from MetaMask. So your login and everything is MetaMask or whatever wallet you're using. But PancakeSwap is an exchange that you link to the is sort of an exchange that you link to MetaMask. So you link your MetaMask to this exchange that doesn't need a login. But then all you need to do is if you want to log out, you just log out of your wallet. You just disconnect your wallet. And then there's no issues there to where it's linked to PancakeSwap anymore. So the real question is MetaMask safe? There's a lot of things that can go wrong with MetaMask. And just be careful with what links you select because they can have access to your MetaMask very, very quickly. On Twitter, especially, if you say anything about MetaMask, there's always people that come through and say, hey, I know how to fix this. They're not actual MetaMask help. They will take your information and they will take all your coins. There's like, you'll say anything about MetaMask and there's like 5 or 6 comments or even 10 comments that come through and say, this is MetaMask support. It's metamask.io@gmail.com. Why the hell would it be at gmail.com if it's MetaMask support? But people fall for it. It's not saying that you're stupid if you do fall for it. It happens because you're always like, oh, you know what? I need help. And they realize that I need help. So let them help me. But really, they don't help you at all. They help you if your goal was to throw all your coins in the trash. And that's what they do, help you with. I swap all my Luna Classic rewards back to Luna T to keep up my rewards. To keep upping your rewards. So basically you're compounding your rewards. That's a good thing. I just like taking the rewards and accepting the rewards and letting it grow. Why the 1% burn for Luna T stop? They did that in order to add it to liquidity because the price is pumping so much that you need to stabilize the floor price. And I broke down how to stabilize the floor price and why that's an important thing. Again, I think they probably should take 1% from the rewards instead of offering 4% rewards for 24 to 48 hours. They should offer 3% rewards and then keep the burns going. But that's totally up to them. I don't make decisions. Well, I make my own decisions, but I don't make decisions for the actual coin. I just talk about it and invest into it and all that. I have a ton of money in SHIB, but too many coins. How fast Luna got its burn going. However, SHIB just saying soon, forever. They're always doing that. They're always doing that. Where it's like, we're going to be burning a ton soon. We're going to be doing this soon. And they don't actually announce any type of dates. They just launch things, right? Things just come out of nowhere and no type of hype behind it because they don't know when things are finished and they just want to launch it as soon as it's finished. So that's why they keep saying soon. Can you show Lunic contract address on Binance Smart Chain? I'm not getting rewards. Can I show Lunic address on Binance Smart Chain? I go on YouTube. Let's go to, where am I at? Here we go. Lunic. Let's go here. Let's go to, maybe I can go here and just select, like open up the Binance Smart Chain. So if I go to Luna and I go to view asset and explore. So this is the address that I'm receiving my Lunic in. Lunic wormhole. So we just select that address and it should be the same address as what's on here. So if you go to TERRA Luna Classic and you go to here, it should be the same address. So all you have to do is copy the BNB address and that would be good. $20 super chat. Lyle, thank you for that $20 super chat. I appreciate that a lot. Like you didn't even say anything. Thank you. I appreciate the appreciation. Again, this is the reason why, you know, I left my 9 to 5 was the lack of appreciation. And as I come on YouTube, as I talk about different things on this platform, there's so much appreciation, you know, and not only just by, you know, super chats, which I greatly appreciate. I just abbreviated that. Adrian, thank you for that super chat as well. The $5 super chat. That doesn't go unnoticed either. But yeah, you know, not only by super chats, I greatly appreciate them, but also by subscribers, by people that comment, by people that just show up, right? I just appreciate it so much. I don't know how many times I could say appreciate in this live stream, but I really do. What do you think about Hex? I don't know if I have strong feelings on Hex at all. My Lunic on Binance Smart Chain ends with 8962. Yeah, 8962. When you set up on PancakeSwap for the first time and connecting your MetaMask wallet, how do you gain Lunic rewards? So you gain your Lunic rewards through MetaMask, right? So all you have to do is once you have your TERRA Luna Classic, so let's say you have your TERRA Luna Classic in MetaMask, you already bought it, and now you're waiting on rewards that you can get. Well, the way that you get those rewards is just by adding the TERRA Luna Classic address to your MetaMask. And when you add it to your MetaMask, you'll see the rewards come in pretty much daily. Let's see. Give your thoughts about GRT. I said I would do that. The graph. Is that it? It might be something else. Thanks. I got the address from what you showed me. It worked. No problem. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the super chat. I'm glad you figured it out. Hopefully that this is the right position because I know there's a couple of GRTs. Is it a golden ratio token or is it the graph? Which one is it? The graph? Okay, so currently it's at 15 cents. You're seeing it up 21%, 69% for the total circulating supply, which is really good. It's not bad at all. 70% or over 60% is where I usually look for. Anything around the 50% or lower, I'm usually upset with. You do have a $1 billion market cap, absolutely phenomenal. So the growth, if we're looking at $160 million worth of volume, let's look at the amount of markets that it's on. So it's on a ton of markets, which is really, really good. Getting on Pancake Swap. No, not Pancake Swap. Um, Crypto.com exchange, Kraken, Coinbase. You can get a lot of different places. Let's go to the history to show you where things are. So it has increased over the last day, again by 21%. If we look at the last 7 days, it still has increased from these lows, a form of consolidation. If we look at the last month, we're seeing a little bit of peaks and valleys, but we're creating higher highs, higher lows, which is a really good situation to see. That means that it is climbing. We look over the last 3 months, obviously we've seen this decrease just like everything else in the market, how it's come from 26 and dropped down significantly all the way down to this level to where it consolidated, dropped down more. But let's look at over the last year, and I'm also going to look at all history over the last year, which you might not have over the last year. It has kind of created maybe a triple top scenario here before decreasing, and this just came at the wrong time. Right, this really did come at the wrong time to where you see this fall heavily as the market is pulling down. So that's obviously not a good situation, but it does show a lot of history well above where it's at. Now, I don't know if there is dilution. I do want to check the market cap to see if there is dilution, but you can see that this was, all the way up to $2.34, which was hopefully a higher market cap. It was actually a lower market cap. So it was at about $3 billion worth of a market cap there than it was at these highs. So throughout this time, they added some coins for dilution, which means that they do have an ability to dilute the position overall. So just be careful on that. However, you are still at a lower point here at a $1 billion market cap, and definitely shows a lot of promise above this to a $5 billion market cap. So if I was to expect anything, I would expect somewhere between a 2x return to a 5x return from this position. And that's probably going to take you maybe another 6 months to a year to end up fully playing out, but 2x to 5x return. Just got a notification. Hope I didn't miss too much. Yeah, you missed about an hour's worth. We already burned the tokens where you do see right here, Lunatics token is now at 650 million total burned. And you could see here that this did come from Lunatics token where 50 million was burned. CRO is up 4% right now. That's good. That's really good. It seems like a lot of things are up. You're up to a $1.13 trillion market cap, which is kind of going unnoticed by me, because this is amazing to be able to see that. Ethereum's almost up to 1,800. Bitcoin's almost up to, it's up to $24,000. Here's $20 worth of appreciation. Now I'm broke. No, I appreciate what you're doing here. I really do appreciate that super chat a lot, DJ Trev's Market Talk. If you want to go and check out his channel, feel free to go and check out his channel. He has great conversations on Luffy token if you guys are interested in that. Shiba Inu as well. A lot of other positions. So feel free to go and check his channel out. He's not someone that is like a crazy expert, and neither am I, a crazy expert in cryptocurrency or investing, but it's great to be able to see this type of information and to see all this stuff coming from, just it seemingly a normal guy. You know what I mean? Like that's what I love to say that I am. I'm a normal guy. I'm not anybody that's an expert. I don't know everything in this world, and I try and learn as much as I can every single day. I learn from you guys. I learn from myself sometimes. So yeah, go and check out his channel, DJ Trev's Market Talk. He has like 700 subscribers or something. And he's on his way up to monetization and all that other stuff to see a massive growth. So hopefully that happens. Hopefully you get 1,000 subscribers soon. Hopefully you get 4,000 hours of watch time soon. 642. So almost 650. Growing pretty fast. I think you've been on YouTube for what, like 2 months, a month and a half, 2 months. At this point, I was still at like 200 subscribers. When did you increase your Lunati bag from 21 million to 50? I watched all your videos but missed it. So I didn't increase my I didn't buy the 30 million that's there. Um I received 30 million from uh the Lunatics private sale. So I just became a partner in the position and or in the project because I do believe in what they are doing and I want to continue to propel it forward. And you know, I think it's always better to be known eventually as a person that is a part of the project that supports the project in such a big way. So that's what I ended up doing. Now I'm a part of that a part of this project, and I will receive the private sale payouts, which I don't plan on doing anything with it. Obviously, if I haven't done anything with it now, as things are increasing a hell of a lot, you don't expect me to do uh, too much with the position, if anything. So yeah, I'm more in it for the rewards that I get from Lunic, um, rather than just the growth that you would get from Lunatics token, which is an added bonus, right? The rewards that you get from Lunic, the burns that you get from Lunic are the thing that we all truly care about. But then Lunatics token, you're getting so much more growth in it that right now, your you know, 50 million could be worth $8,000 or $10,000 or whatever. Matt, what do you think of NFTs? I have NFTs. What's up with Zelda Inu? Zelda Inu, from the last time I checked, it was increasing in price, and they're making moves to um, do big things. But I have to check at their price again. But when it comes to NFTs, I am a fan of NFTs. You just have to find the right one. I can tell you that the successful NFTs that you see have a community before they build in those NFTs. So they'll have like 10,000. They'll have like, oh geez, they'll have like 10,000 members or 20,000 members or 20,000 followers on Twitter, and then um they'll be able to grow that to something much larger, whatever their offer. Like say they'll offer 5,000 NFTs out of 20,000 members, they'll be able to sell out of those NFTs, more likely than not. And that's what NFTs are all about: is how tradable are they? What's the use case behind them? What's the popularity behind them? Thanks for your transparency. Yeah, I mean, I try and be as transparent as I possibly can. Um, hey Matt, more info about Luna T. Do you think they have any future to earn some money in the short term? So, I mean, people have already done this from the launch. So from launch till now, people have increased their amount. So say I'm very close to what I invested in the beginning. So I invested in 1.5 BNBs, which was like $400 or something, and it I turned that, what was it, 46 million or 50 million into whatever it's worth now. So that same amount that I started with would be worth about $8,000. So turning $400 into $8,000 is um, a huge gain, right? Absolutely huge gain. Now, I ended up selling some and putting that into Lunic itself. So I had 34 million Lunic, and then joined Lunatics, which was given a little bit more tokens to get me back to where I was. And the thing is that people are gaining money right now from where it started to where it is now. Do I think that it has potential above this? Yes, I do think it has potential above this. It's just we want to see more support for things like Lunic and Lunatics token throughout this whole entire process. In order to see that, you need to see the volume that kicks in a big way. You need to see more support, which they are bringing on more YouTubers, hopefully YouTubers that care, because there are some YouTubers out there, and I'm not going to name names. There are some YouTubers out there that claim that they are a partner in something and then completely give up on the project at first sign of it decreasing, or first sign of them losing any of their money that they were given, right? It's about being a partner, right? If you are a partner, Be a partner. If you're a partner in a business, let's say you invest into a restaurant and you invest and gain 10% equity in the position, right? You're not going to sit here and say, you know what? I don't want my 10% equity anymore, and I'm just going to sell my 10% equity, and I'm giving up on the project, or I'm giving up on everything. Right? You can't just do that. When you own a business and you own, like, say 50% of the business or more, you can't just say, you know what? I want to just give up on my business. There are times where you can sell it to somebody, but the point is that most people will not just give up on the project that they have at hand. Right? I'm not saying that you physically can't do that, because there are people that sell their company for a massive amount, but that's when you find it as a crazy success. You give it to somebody else because it's a success, and you don't want to deal with the added stress of taking that on. But the point is that you don't give up on a project. You don't give up on something that you have equity in, right? Anything like that. So that's what I don't like. So hopefully they find a lot of people that care about growing Lunic as well as Lunatics, and it doesn't just care about the price skyrocketing to a crazy high level. Because it's not all about that. It's about way more than that. You don't need to purchase Lunic, just purchase Luna T, and then you will get Lunic rewards. Yeah. Now, why don't you talk about AMC anymore? So I do talk about AMC. I have a video that I posted about AMC. I think it was like on Friday. I don't know what AMC is doing. Oh, they're up another 6%, up to $23.68. So I do talk about AMC. It's just you're not really getting many views. So I still do talk about the stock market. I just wanted to see the stock market make some positive moves before we continue to talk about it more. So I still have all my AMC and more, actually, because I bought more AMC as it was at the lows. But I just, when I made a video about buying more AMC, it just didn't get the same traction as other videos got, which sucks, because I like all my videos to get a certain amount of traction. But it really does suck that that I'm not getting as many views in the stock market. You either flow under one area, you're either like crypto or stocks, and if you try and go under both, you get a less views, because it's like you have to be under one area, and if you're under both, you're under none. Does that make sense? So I hate it. I hate that a lot, and I try and be, as transparent with everything that I can, but it's about being under one or the other. If I talk about both, then I basically get 2,000, 3,000 views every single video. But if I talk about one that's specific, like if I'm talking about AMC the whole time, I can get 10,000 views, 20,000 views. If I talk about crypto the whole time, I can get 10,000, 20,000 views. If I talk about both of them, I'll get 2,000 views. So it's more of an algorithm thing. And it sucks, but I try and being transparent with you guys. You're put under certain niches and certain categories, and the people that hover over multiple categories get less views. Yes, there are some unicorns like Graham Stephan and Andre Jick, and all the people that have millions of subscribers. They don't have to really get labeled under anything besides like personal finance. But when it comes to like me or smaller creators that have, maybe 100,000 subscribers or so, you have to get labeled under somewhere. The algorithm isn't your friend at that point. Adam Aaron has done nothing but sell his shares, while Ryan Cohen has bought as much as he can. I mean, yeah. What's GME doing right now? Zama's up slightly. That's good to see. It's up to 33. I need that to get back up to 60 cents if it can. I think SOS is a lost cause for me, because at this point, I need to get this up to $190 in order to break even, which is not happening. Matt is right about mixing. My last AMC video was straight fire. got got 100 views, or got uh less than 100 views. Yeah, it's what happens. It's you get put into certain categories, and either you hover under one. I mean, you can still do both, um, but you want to make sure you do a lesser amount of the other thing. So like I'll do an AMC video every maybe 2 days if things are running, but I won't do it every day. I won't talk about stocks every day, but try and mix them in here and there. You just may miss it at times. I'm still here for it. Up 6%. The max up to about $25. My cost basis is 26 on AMC. Overall, my cost basis is lower with the amount that I have in Fidelity, but that's probably going to be my last amount that I sell in Fidelity, and this is probably going to be the parts that I sell at certain stages, whether it's $100, $200, $300, whatever it gets to. Lunatics token seems to be running a little bit more. Let's see how many holders there are. So there are 4,964 addresses, almost 80,000 transactions. Damn fly. Where can we see? Wait, where can we see the live supply to see what's burned on Lunatics? So the only way you can see the live supply is by doing math. So going here and seeing like how much has been burned off in the dead wallet, and then doing math on the total amount. So really, you're looking at about 88 point something, 88.9 billion tokens that are left. My nose itches. Give me a second. Let me get a tissue or something. All right. Let's see. Tomorrow, Luna crash. I mean, if it is, I mean, we'll be able to buy more. What's crazy is the lower Lunatics price or Lunix price is, the more that we get from Lunatics token as Lunatics is increasing. What happens when Lunatics token goes below 500 billion? What are you talking about? What happens when Lunatics token goes below 5? It has less than I don't know what we're talking about here. It has less than 100 billion total supply. When I bought it yesterday, I didn't see them take out the 4% Luna burns. I don't know. I mean, there should be the 4%. It should be 10% total that they take out. So it comes in the form of maybe the slippage. I don't really know how that all gets factored into, but I know it comes out. Matt, sell your AMC during this run. Put that money in something that has a chance. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna stay in AMC because I'm a big fan of AMC. Now, during the larger run, yes, if we see things absolutely run to way higher figures, yes, I will make moves. If it gets back up to 76, I'm going to make moves, and put that into money to where it's realized gains, and maybe put it into something else. And I don't know what it will be, what I will put it into, but I will put it into something else. And we will have those realized gains there, but then I will keep a lot that's left in there, and I will still have 125 over in Fidelity for the long term. which will be good. Too late to get into Lunati. I wouldn't say it's too late. I would say it's too late to go all in. If you're looking to put in, $200 or something, try and start with maybe $50 or $100. But don't throw everything in there, because right now it is at a high price. I would say right now you would be investing at sort of the highs. Now we are sort of at a pullback. So if we look at the last 7 days, and how this has, increased up to 0.00021, before decreasing down to where it was at 17. We are seeing it on a little bit of a pullback, right? Creating lower highs, lower lows. Let's scroll in. So yeah, lower highs, not lower lows, but lower highs here. Every single top you're seeing lower and lower, and maybe a little bit lower. That's definitely a possibility. Understand that they are trying to add more to liquidity as time goes on, because they're trying to create more strength at the bottom. Now, I still don't know if that liquidity, that new liquidity that they're adding, is 100% locked. I want to make sure it is, but it's good to be able to see them stabilize the price a little bit, because not only is it good to have that run up, but a run up and stabilization is way better, because in any other position, you could see things that run up to a higher price, and they don't have the ability to add to liquidity, or they don't keep adding to liquidity. You have others that add to liquidity. And I'm trying to think of another position, right? And I'm not trying to compare these two in a negative light in any way. But if you look at something like, let's say, TERRA Classic, 7 days? No. TERRA Classic, how you have those large increases, and you don't have stabilization at those levels. And the reason why you can't stabilize at those levels is because you don't have liquidity being put in there at that level, versus something that you're adding liquidity to, and you're seeing, yes, it does decrease in price, but you're seeing it stabilize, like level out up here, create some sort of consolidation wherever it is. That's what we want to see. And eventually we will see that with this position once it gets down to a lower supply. And we do see that at times, right, where it increases, stabilizes right here. So hopefully we can continue to see Lunatics burn off Lunic in a large way, and we can get to that point for Lunic. Matt, your face is on the Lunatics website now. You're gonna be going to the moon. Am I on the Lunatics website? My face? Why is my face on the Lunatics website? That's my face. That's my face. All right. That's a good picture. I like that picture. That's why I use it so much. I like that picture. That's good. Huh. All right. So what time is it? Where'd you get all the Lunati/Lunat conspiracy theories? Wait, where did all the Lunati/Lunat conspiracy theories go? Those guys were fun. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. What conspiracy theorists? What do you think about Gala? I like Gala. I haven't bought Gala. Eventually, I will. I think, obviously, will change the game, change the the game in the gaming space. So I do want to get the position, but I haven't bought it yet. Matt, aren't you worried to be associated with one specific token? No. So I guess you can be worried in cases because you don't have control over it. But people realize that I don't have control over it. If you're able to gain Luna Classic from it, if you're able to gain your initial investment back, I mean, you should feel really good. I don't like being associated with a token, and I tried to avoid it for the longest time. But when you're a part of a community that's trying to impact the supply or impact the price of another coin, I think it's kind of inevitable that you are a person that needs to support some of these projects, especially with a following that I do have. Now I need to literally, walk as lightly as possible, because I don't know everything that they are doing, right? They control the project, and everything that I've looked into, everything that I talked to them about, they've been transparent. And anything that I've asked them about, they've come back with an answer, right? That's what you like to see. There's no hostility anywhere. I don't like to see that, but we don't see hostility, so that's a good thing. um, so I guess it is something you always have to worry about. It's in the back of your mind. But what I care about is people that are making money from the beginning, right? You invested into it in the beginning. You made money from the start. You're able to take your profits. I'm not telling people to hold on for dear life. That's not what any investment is about. It's about accepting it as an investment. I swear I heard something there. It was like one of those sound like a bug or something. Like a fly is stuck in a window, you know what I mean? It's weird. Um anyways, yeah, I always, do worry about that from time to time. Um but we have to understand that I don't have control over what they do. Um I have a control over reporting it. There's something over here somewhere, and I don't know what it is. It might be the chair. I don't know. It might be the chair. Um, but it's kind of bothering me. But anyways, every time I talk, I hear it. Is it this or is it something else? Yeah. Anyways, that's something that I worry about. But you know, it's just a small thing, especially the fact that they are very transparent. That's something that I like to point out. Let's see. Uh, hey Matt, in the topic of burn being turned off. There we go. There's a fly, an actual fly. All right, come on, man. Now it's over. I knew it was here. I knew it was a fly. It's an actual fly. It's a scam project, dude. Come on, Matt. I don't see that. How do you say, like, what's the detail behind there? Now I need a real fly swatter. I just got a rag. But wherever it is, I'm gonna get it. It needs to just get away from me and just go somewhere else. Or else, man. Or else. Where you at? Where you at, buddy? All right, it's fine. But it's not. I don't think it is. Jesus. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I don't know where he is, but I'm gonna get him. This is gonna be, maybe it'll be entertaining. I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna get him. Did I just get a super chat? Thank you for that super chat. Got my brother on Lunatics because of some of your reviews, and now he owes me. Oh, he owes me big. Thanks, man. No problem. Hopefully, you guys took maybe some some gains from it. I don't want anybody to just sit here and just feel like they have to hold on to a position, because you never know what could happen. An investment is an investment, right? And treat it as such. But also, there's a form of gaining rewards from it, so it's a good thing. Thank you for that super chat, though. Where is it? I don't know where it is. There's no fly. There's no fly. There are floaties that get in your. It's behind me. What? Like, I hope it's over there because I just don't want to deal with it right now. Not on live stream, you know. Um, what just happened to Nasdaq? Huge dump in 5 minutes. I mean, it happens. Oh, we did it, man. We did it. We bought it on the pre-sale. Oh, so you literally went from what? How much did you buy on pre-sale? Did you buy one BNB or like a point 0.5 BNB? What did you buy on pre-sale? And you held all the way until this time? Matt, in regards of burning being turned off, would increasing the tax to 11% have the 1% flexibility so Lunatics can keep everything on a good idea instead of taking from Lunatic rewards? So I think it would be better if they just keep it at 10%, right? One, the sniff score was always at 10%, so the fact that they changed it to like 5% now is ridiculous. But the sniff score puts it at 5%, so it always has an X no matter what. But 10% is better, right? Because then, you know, people can easily do that math and know what's going to be taken out. And what they should be doing is, if they feel as though they need to stabilize it, it's better to stabilize it with the rewards, keeping everything on. So you never turn anything off completely, because going through Lunatics information. So if I go through, like, say, the holders and all of that, and we go through all of this, you see the transactions and you see 0, 0, 0, 0, and you go through the dead wallet, all the transactions, and you see all of these zeros that are taking place. It's not something that looks good. It's not something that feels good. I understand how you can turn it off, and it does feel great to add it towards liquidity, but burning, if you want to stabilize the token, you just stabilize it by taking the, because it's 6% over in Lunic and 4% over in Lunatics. If you take 1% from the rewards to stabilize the position, it's 5 and 5. There's no issues there. Yes, you're getting a little bit less rewards, but you're also stabilizing the position that you're in. So I feel like grabbing 1% from the 4% that you have as rewards is better than grabbing the 1% burn, because then anytime you see a massive move, they're never going to burn off from that massive move. And we've seen this happen multiple times. So that's the only thing that I don't like about it. And again, I'll speak my mind. I'm not one of those ambassadors that will just give you all sunshine and rainbows. I'm not one of those people. And I think everyone knows that. If I feel as though I don't like something about a project, I will tell you that one piece that I don't like. So I feel as though it would be better in a way to not shut it off completely, to always have it on. Yes, I know you can manage it and turn it down to 0.5 eventually, but I feel as though the consistent burn would be 10 times better. Being able to see that actually burn something, even if you dial it down to like 0.1% or whatever, you're still seeing burns go through. But this look of all these transactions going through with 0 and 0 and pages of 0, because there are so many transactions, that doesn't look good on your transaction history. It doesn't. So I'll be as open as possible, and I hope that they can, and maybe you'll have to put out a poll and say, would it be better to completely shut off the burn feature when things get popular or things start skyrocketing, or take from the Lunic rewards? Because I think that everything should remain on, but if you have a certain thing that's OP when it comes to the taxes, you just take from that piece of the taxes to add to liquidity if you wanted to. I think that's the best option. Time flies, Matt, doesn't it? Good one. That's a good one. I like it. Is there any plans to put the Fly t-shirt on your merch? I want 3. Love the Fly, man. I haven't thought of it, no. Still holding 20 million. Swapped Lunic on PancakeSwap, or swapped for Lunic on PancakeSwap. Or you sold half of it last week. Okay, so you still have some, and you're still, because if you had one BNB, you probably 1.4 BNB, you probably had somewhere around 50 or 60 million at launch, which grew, and then you sold half of it last week, which means you probably pocketed a good amount. And that was maybe at a lower stage, but you pocketed a good amount, which is not bad. And now you're sitting on half of that, probably around 30 million. So you have about, what, $5,000 worth? Am I on track? $4,000, $5,000 worth? Is there any let's see, appreciation token coming soon. Sorry, Matt. I was driving earlier. Was approached by at Pancake Swap, and they told me to go to a website to enter my wallet seed phrase to fix my Pancake Swap issues. At that point, I didn't feel safe and just decided not to buy more tokens. Later, I fixed my issue by upping the slippage to 12%. Well, I'm glad you didn't go through with that because that was a scam. You never give out your seed phrase to anyone. No one. Absolutely no one. Don't give your seed phrase. Don't give anything related to your account unless you know you were dealing with like MetaMask. Pancake Swap is not going to fix your MetaMask issues. They're not. They're two separate things, right? Pancake Swap links your MetaMask to Pancake Swap. It's an exchange, basically. Pancake Swap is the wallet itself. So do not give out your information to anybody. I'm glad that you realized that it was a scam, because that was definitely a scam. Do you know why the liquidity is different on Pancake Swap compared to Dex tools? Also, I think they are trying not to burn because of the NFTs. Probably, probably will buy. I think they should consistently burn the token. Yeah, I think they should consistently burn it. So they're not burning because of the NFTs. They're burning because, or they're not burning the the auto burn is because of liquidity. They're trying to add to liquidity to stabilize the price, which is understandable. Love stabilizing the price, love the thought of doing that. I just think it should come from somewhere else and not turn off the burns, because the burn feature is whatever the taxes are, you should try and keep them as stable as possible and not change things multiple times. If you have the ability to do it, you want to make sure that you display to people, look, we're not going to be changing this that much. The only time we'll change it is if the price increase is ridiculous, as a positive way by adding to liquidity, um, and any other way we're not going to do that. We're not going to change it in a massive way. But the more that it changes, the more that people, kind of become less confident in everything remaining consistent. Does that make sense? I think the two things that people look for, and I've said this in the past, the two things that people look for in a cryptocurrency is stability and consistency, right? If you have stability in the position, that's always great to be able to stabilize the position, make sure that it hovers at some of these levels and stays there for a while, show strength in a lot of these levels. But then also shows consistency in what it has in the project, especially when it comes to taxes. The taxes stay at 10% always. It's just whether they go to different areas. So you want to remain consistent in rewards, remain consistent in burns and all that stuff. So this is my first super chat I've ever sent. I've been watching you for about a year. I appreciate all your content. Well, thank you. Thank you, RC Growing, for sending the super chat. Thank you for showing your appreciation. And even just being here, the fact that you've been watching me for so long is absolutely phenomenal. I appreciate that more than anything, because if you guys aren't here, then there is no me, being live. That's live right now. That's talking about cryptocurrency. That's talking about stocks, talking about investing, all that stuff. There's no me. So I really, really do appreciate it. Not only the super chat, but you just being here. It means a lot. And I know I can't get to everybody's comments. I used to do members only comments, and it was so much easier to get through things because you probably had 30 or 40 members that were talking at the same time, and maybe it was 100 at some points. But the point is that you had way less people that were sending chats in. So thank you. Pro Fits and Fly Fit shirt. Fly Fit shirt. That's pretty cool. It should be called the Fud Fly. I mean, I feel like he's learning from me. The fly's learning from me. Can you explain where the Lunatics staking rewards are coming from? Are the new COOs minting rewards? And if so, would that affect the burn? So I haven't checked into all of that, the actual Lunix staking rewards. I heard that on TERRA Station you're able to stake, um, which I haven't checked on. So I don't know the detail of that and where it is coming from. I'll have to look into it. Um, and maybe somebody like Happy Caddy Crypto would probably know, even though he said I was a sellout inadvertently. But Um, I'm petty with that. But yeah, they do have staking rewards. I have to check into it. Maybe he'll know more, or maybe other people will know more. Um, but I haven't looked into it heavily. Yeah, 85 active validators right now, giving you rewards point 54. I don't know how to read that. 0% fee. Don't ever give out your seed phrase. Don't even give out your seed phrase to your wife. Yeah, exactly. That's the person you definitely don't want to give it out to because they don't know what it is sometimes. Sometimes. I know my wife doesn't know what it is, and she'll end up like putting it on the mirror or something, saying this is what it is. But the issue that I always have to deal with now um, is like if something ever happened to me, it would be very difficult for her to get all the money out of every place. So I need to make sure that if anything ever happened to me and I suddenly got into a car accident or something, and I'm I'm a vegetable, um, preferably a tomato, um, I I need to make sure she knows how to do all this stuff and get all the money, from everywhere. Chris Johnson, thank you. Are you the Chris Johnson from the NFL, or are you not, Chris? Yeah, you're probably not, um, because he was fast. I'm sure he still is fast. But thank you for that super chat. I appreciate it a lot. I really do. Fly is making generational wealth for his family. It seems like it because they keep coming back. I'm sorry, but I keep killing his family members. And he's like, you cut off one head, eight more grows. I don't even know if that's the saying. If I become a cucumber, that would be hell. If you become a cucumber, that would be hell. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be a vegetable. If somebody said if I got into a car accident or something happened and I was a vegetable, couldn't move anything but my my eyes, just let it go. The fly probably isn't even subscribed. You might be right. You might be right. All right, let's check out the rest of the market. So the market is up to a 1.13 trillion dollar market cap. We look at Bitcoin's dominance and it's at about 41%. That's definitely, seeing it less than where it was at a 41 or 42%. That's a big move. Seeing Ethereum hold about 20 to 21% of the overall market cap. Bitcoin holding, 40% of that market cap. If we scroll down here, look at XRP. That's up about 2% over the last 7 days. It's up 2%. BNB is up 16% over the last 7 days. We've seen an influx of people buying BNB. Maybe it's because of Lunatics token. I don't know. Probably not. But you're seeing a lot of people that are buying BNB over the last 7 days, 3% up today. If we scroll down here and look at Solana, it's up 5.99%, up 3% over the last 7 days, 28% for Avalanche. Dogecoin's up 4%, Polkadot's up 10% over the last 7 days. Scroll down here to Shiba Inu, it's up 4% over the last 24 hours, 5% over the last 7 days. Um, let's see, Kronos is up to 15 cents. It's up 3%, 10% over the last 7 days. Cosmos back up to $11, almost $12. I hold Cosmos and I'm gaining Cosmos every single day in the DeFi wallet. I stake it for about 17%. So happy with that. Do you predict Lunatics token to go higher than a penny? Um, I mean, it has the potential to do so. The issue is at a penny, it's at a um, $1 billion market cap. Is that right? A penny is a $1 billion market cap. I think that's right. But let's settle for something lower. Let's just look for the growth because obviously we want Lunatics token to get to a penny. But I think, sorry, we want Lunic to get to a penny, but Lunatics token definitely has a chance to grow to that level as well. Probably more of a chance because it only has 88 billion tokens that are out there. I just wish they would keep burning their own tokens so then you have more potential to get to a penny. But you don't want to burn off your supply too fast. If you burn off your supply too fast, then it ends up being a larger increase with a decrease right behind it. Do you use your credit card when you buy? No, I don't use my credit card when I buy. Most times I use my debit card or my bank account. That's where you want to buy from. Man, the fly is a hell of a funny man. My day wouldn't be the same without that fly. Sure. With volume of 1.5 million in Lunatics token, they could have burned 300 million Lunic a day. Are they waiting to burn around amounts like 1 billion? So there's a lag period, right? So if you have 1.5 million in 24 hours, so this is the last 24 hours. The time before that, you were looking at like $100,000, $200,000. In on 1 million, they take that's not, well, maybe that's accurate. But if you take 1 million, you're looking at about for the total taxes, $100,000. For some reason, I couldn't do math. I wasn't even thinking about it. $100,000, and you would take $20,000 from that. So you would have that, which could burn off. I don't know how much $20,000 could burn. Like, let's see, what's this right here? I don't even know what I'm doing here, but that's a million. Let's see, $20,000. $20,000 divided by, is it 0.0009? Is that where we're standing? So it would be 222 million in that one period of time. So you would be able to burn off 22 million or 300 million, right? Whatever that number was. And because if it's you, it would be 30,000 that you would have for the total, which would be 333 million that you would burn off at the stage that it's at right now. Probably looking at a different price where it's 0.0001. Yes, 300 million in total, right? That's for the one day. Now they are looking to burn off another 300 million at the end of this week. So there's a lag situation. So you want to make sure that you have it in reserves, make sure it all goes through, everything clears, all that stuff, and then you can go through with it. So they're keeping it in the multi-sig wallet where it's completely transparent what they are doing with it, and then they're burning that off eventually. So it's not going to be something where it automatically burns off in that day. It takes a little bit. So this 300 million that they're able to burn off from what you saw today, they're going to be doing that at the end of the week. Why are you here if you think it's a scam? Who said that? Who says what? Molding. What are the chances of Binance listing? I'm not sure. It is a Binance coin, so I would imagine, or token. I would imagine they eventually do. Lunatics have been a winner so far this year. Take your profits, people. Yeah, I mean, don't feel bad about taking your initial investment plus your profits. It's great to be able to have that, right? And then whatever you do from here on out, it's all gravy, right? If it gets down, let's say you're holding $5,000 worth, but you already pocketed $1,000, you only put in $400, you took your initial investment plus profit, you're sitting on $5,000. If it goes down to a level where you're holding $3,000, I mean, you're still looking at profit on top of it. So that's the way you need to look at it. If you doubled your money, I mean, it doesn't hurt to take profit. Also, it helps out the taxes if you take your profit or you take some of your profits. But it also helps out if you hold on to it because one, you're gaining Lunic rewards, and two, you're gaining Lunic rewards, and the growth is actually moving in the right direction for Lunatics. So I don't think it's not trending right now, which I think it should be because it's like 50%. But I guess it depends how much money is going in there, not just by the gainers. Let me go back here. We got 363 people here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. We got 667 likes, so I appreciate that. I would love to get to 700 likes. That would be amazing. Hey, Matt, what's going on with the Lunic burns? Nothing. Right now, there's a burn. There was a burn today through this live stream through Lunatics token of 50 million. And they're doing big things. If you guys want to get Lunatics token or do anything with it, if you want to buy into it for the rewards, whatever you want to do, feel free to go over to PancakeSwap and buy yourself some Lunatics token. The link can be down in the description. You'll see all of it. You'll go right to the website, which you can buy on PancakeSwap. You can see the Binance Smart Chain scan, the white paper, the chart, all this different stuff you can see up here by just going to their website. It was 666 when I commented, hit the like button. That's not good. Did you burn the Lunati yet, Matt? Just got off work, so I didn't see. Yes. I don't know if you just caught that, but yeah, they burned 50 million more Lunic. Lunatics burned it, and now they're sitting at about 600 or 650 million, which they're going to burn off another 50 million soon. I think this week, sometime like maybe tomorrow or something. I don't really know the exact date. But then later this week, at the end of the week, they're burning off another 300 million. Can someone please make an account named Matt's Little Fly Friends? Let's not do that. It's funny. Matt, check out Luna Ape, mentioned by Crypto Messiah. I don't know who that is. I feel like I've heard of the name, but I don't know who it is. Why is Lunic DAO so angry on Twitter? Why are they angry? Why are they angry? Uh, why are they so angry? Like now? I don't know why they would be angry. How do they burn this? Because it's good to be able to see that. How do they burn this? What's up with these several random? Wait, what's up with these random several billion dumps in the last 48 hours? What do you mean? For Lunatics or for Lunic token? I don't know. Almost 700 likes. Yeah, we're very close. We're like 11 away at this point. She had a Venus flytrap. I shouldn't. Um, but I have a bunch of different things here. So I have one thing up there that I don't think is called a single fly, so I don't know why it's up there. Um, and then down here, Ehrlich put something because I have Ehrlich pest control that worries about spiders and the bees that are right outside. Um, they keep building nests and stuff. But yeah, we have them, and they put all this stuff up. But and it was working for a little bit, but then now I'm still seeing like every time we open the back door at night, a bunch of little creatures just come through because it's the only light that's out there, right? Our window is the only light that's out there. So when we open our door, sliding door, they just come right in. Lunatics will have a massive pullback sooner than later. Uh, I turned 1.5 BNB from pink sale into 22 and took 12 for profit. That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. That's what I love to hear. So yes, I think they will have a pullback. It's always great to have a pullback. It just depends how big that pullback will be. Because the interesting thing that we are seeing with Lunatics token, typically when you see a larger increase, why is it not coming up? Typically when you see a larger increase like that, you see an increase followed right behind it, right? So we have seen, if we look over the past, let's say 7 days, and we look over the last day, we have seen this increase all the way up to about 21. And now when you're seeing a decrease, it's a slow, gradual decrease. Why? Because they're adding to the liquidity. That's not something that you see with other positions. They don't add to the liquidity pool as more volume is coming in. Right? These taxes are helping it out in a large way to add to liquidity to stabilize the price. And that's why you're seeing it kind of fluctuate. And even though it is slightly decreasing, you're seeing it get to that level slowly rather than quickly, right? Because what will happen a lot of times when you see a large increase, it'll increase all the way up to 21, decrease all the way back down to here, but then you'll see a pump up to the stable price. But for here, you're going to see a gradual decrease probably to the stable price where we should be at. So say goodbye to Lunati, sold it at 5x and buy Lunic on profit. Lunic is the coin, I believe. True. And I'm sure that's the same way for, the leaders behind Lunatics token and me as well. Everything's about gaining in Lunic, but this could be something that also does something for Lunic in a large way and UST, right? When you have that algorithm to where Lunic is minting coins, Lunatics is burning those coins. I mean, it could be a pretty big move there. So I'm the only idiot sitting on 64 million tokens since fair launch. I don't think I would call you an idiot at all, but if you want to take any type of profit, I would definitely look into doing that. Because again, that move that you make goes into the volume that we see there. No matter if it's buy volume or sell volume, that move that you make goes into this volume, which essentially goes back to the people that are holding. I mean, if you're holding 64 million, then that means that you've been gaining a ton of Lunic rewards throughout this whole entire time period, which is like 3 weeks. I would imagine you gained somewhere north of 3 million total Lunic tokens. Is that accurate? I'll survive without it. What does that mean? Oh, you made 3 million? That's accurate? Wow. That's amazing. So yeah, I mean, you earning 3 million Lunic tokens is the big play there, because then when Lunic does absolutely run, you gain so much out of that. Why not have 99% tax on buys and sells for Lunatics? Why not have 99%? So then you only gain 0.1%. And then when you sell it, that would be horrible. GME is up 8% and AMC is up 13%. It's up 13% now. Yo, this is crazy. This is good. I love seeing this. I love seeing it. It's up 14%, damn near 15%. Wow. I love it. I love it. Are you going to see a pullback or are you not? Because things are very close to stabilizing for me because my cost basis is 26. Did it halt? Did it halt? Looks like it might have halted. Uh-oh. Looks like it might have halted. About to burn. It's about burning Lunic, right? So why not as much as possible? That's very difficult to see because what you want to see is an investment as well as that. So it's I'm sure maybe you're joking. I don't know. But you want to see an investment as well as being able to burn. Most people won't want to buy a position that has a 20% tax or a 15% tax, but a 10% tax is doable, right? Serious question. Well, yeah, I think 99% is just too much. I mean, if you did 99%, then they wouldn't be able to gain on their investment, and it wouldn't be a coin for an investment. It would just be a coin to burn. It would be basically the same thing as you burning 100% of your coins, which makes no sense for someone else to do for you. What you want to see here, and this is the perfect picture of that, to where you see not only that you're burning coins. So, say if you invested $100 in the beginning, if you're one of those people that invested, let's say one BNB, which was $200+ or something, and it was like 25 or 30 million that you would receive. You turned a hundred BNB, which is, or sorry, not 100 BNB, $100 or $200 into, let's say, if it's 20 million, let's say you're looking at somewhere around $4,000. So you turned $200 into $4,000. Well, you take the $200 that you bought with, you're getting a $20 tax, right? That's getting taken out. Maybe $4 of that is going towards the burn. That's basically nothing. But then you have the $4,000 that you gained. Well, now 10% of that is going towards taxes, which is $400, right? And, 20% of that is now going towards the burn. So you're getting a large burn or a smaller burn on the way in and a larger burn on the way out. That's the idea, is to create an investment that you can make money from, but then also burn the amount of tokens that you wanted to burn. So any other thing that you get into, so say if you wanted to just burn $200, well, you can burn $200, but now you just missed out on $3,500 that you could have made, or $3,600 that you could have made in the whole entire process, while still burning that much, while still burning your $200 that you wanted to burn. So ultimately, you can decide if you wanted to burn more, you can take $1,000 of that and burn more if you wanted to, right? Or throw that money into gathering rewards. But then not only are you burning the coins, you're also receiving more coins. So it's like a win-win-win in all of these scenarios. That's why these investment coins can work. It's just you have to believe in them and you have to have the support behind them. I'm sitting on 97 million Lunatics. So you're gaining quite a bit of Lunic rewards, as well as you're at a decent value right now. Because if I go over to PancakeSwap and you type in 97 million, right, that's worth $16,000. That's pretty big. And if that's from the jump, um, I mean, you're definitely doing big things. If you invested, there are people that invested in 10 BNB or 3 BNB or $1,000 worth or whatever, and turn that into something pretty damn big by $10,000, $16,000 or whatever. Did I say 97 billion? I meant 97 million. 97 million Lunati. I'm sitting on 41 million. So yeah, that's 41 million is worth about $7,000. 7,100. And if I'm sitting on 50, it's worth about 9,000. You're sitting on 187 million. Are you joking? Are you serious? 100? Wow. 187 million. It's $31,000 right there. And if that was invested from the beginning, you didn't spend that much. End of 2022 prediction, Matt. I would have to. I'm gonna put that to the on the back burner. I'm not worried about that right now. It's been like 3 weeks for that. For Lunic, if we can get the 1.2% implemented, I think we can see it. Um, reach a. We can find a way to where it could reach a penny, but I would probably see a fraction of a penny, maybe 10, 20%, 20% of a penny. It's nice looking opening candle for AMC. Y'all thank me for selling my last of my AMC. Oh, it happens. It's so like when you look at positions like that, this is why it's very difficult to hold on to some of these. This is why you can. Oh wow, it is at uh 26, $27 now. It's really running. Hopefully we see 100%. I know we're asking for a lot by saying that. At this point, you got $26, $27 right now. My cost basis is 26, so I surpassed my cost basis. I'm now up $9,000. My overall gain is a lot higher because I have a realized gain of about $10,000. But to be honest, I did add that into Fidelity. So if we're adding that across the board, it should be. Um, no, it was only $3,000 that I added into Fidelity, so I should be realized gain of $7,000 total. I've gained, let's see, 1.7, 1.7 million Luna Classic. That's amazing. 1.7 million Luna Classic. That is perfect. Yep, from the jump. You invested $700 and turned it into 30? Or is that, wait, is that you? Um, no, that not you. Okay. That was you turned it into 16,000, which is still good. $700 is $16,000. It's crazy. It's crazy good. Full disclaimer, not investment advice, just opinion. If one wants to put an extra 2K, $2,000 in Luna Classic or Luna T, how would you share the investment between the two? So, um, I wouldn't put a crazy amount into like if you're putting an extra $2,000 into both of them, um, I would probably in what I would do. This is just what I would do is I would put it into a majority of it into Luna Classic, probably 70% into Luna Classic, maybe even a little bit more than that, because all you need to get is a couple million of Luna T in order to receive more Lunic. So um, you don't really need that much, but 170 or $180 gets you a million. Um, so if you wanted to buy multiple millions, you would need probably like $300, maybe all the way up to $600 to get you a good 4 million, maybe 5 million more Luna T, and then everything else will go towards Luna Classic. If that's what you wanted to do, is just go through the two of those. That's what I would do. Because I'm receiving Luna Classic, but I also want to hold the physical Luna Classic. As you can see from what I did in the past, it looks like AMC is coming back down, but that happens. I'm looking at 30-minute charts. I should look at 1 minute. So yeah, it is going way past the 200 EMA, the VWAP, and it's coming back down to the VWAP. Is it going to bounce off of the VWAP? That's what it looks like. Looks like healthy movement right off the VWAP. There you go. Let's see if you see another pump. Because you don't want it to absolutely just skyrocket because then it pulls back harder. But if it bounces off the VWAP, and that, unless it creates a high and then creates a lower high here, it could create a lower high. So watch out for that. So a false breakout, something that could get to maybe resist around $7. But it looks like you might be seeing that false breakout now. That's a lot of selling pressure. I'll continue to watch this. How do you plan on using your profits of Lunic? So you're saying, how do I plan on using my hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars of profit? Oof. Sorry, I just need to stretch. So I plan on I plan on using it. I was thinking 60/40, so it's not far off. Yeah. Probably yeah, I would definitely go with somewhere around there. But go with whatever your gut tells you. I know that's not the best opinion. I don't want to say advice. That's not the best opinion that one would have is, go with your gut. But it's always great for people to learn from whatever they are doing. Wow, SOS is making a move. It's up 8% today. It's good to see. MEGL, I don't know what that is, but that's up 75%. Freaking crazy. Um, that's really pulling back now. Is it going to touch the 200 EMA here? It surpassed the 15 moving average, so the 200 EMA is the only thing that's in its way, which is at $23.66. I mean, you might just see people that are selling that are just taking their profits. I mean, that's what happens. But you can also see some shorting that's going on. But I would probably say it's more on people taking their profits or people just accepting their break even. And then once it does skyrocket, they're going to go, oh man, and they're going to buy back in because they think that things are just going to absolutely move. What kind of question is that? Get a Lambo, of course. No, so that's not me. I'm not getting a Lambo. If anything, I like Audi R8s, but definitely paying off because I have student loans. I would probably pay off my mortgage first, um, just because the mortgage is something that's probably the most expensive outside of our freaking credit cards that we love to spend on. Um, but yeah, I think definitely getting out of any debt that I have, no matter if it's good debt or bad debt, I want to get out of that debt. But then after that, I'm probably just going to put it into, um, some long-term accounts, some short-term profit-taking strategies for index funds. Um, but yeah, I don't really have any like major plans for it. I do have to make sure we know where we're putting it, probably in multiple banks, not just in one, um, and multiple investments. I just Wenmo. I don't know. I don't know when. Hi, dude. Awesome content and keep it up. But overall, how do you feel about Lunic? Well, thank you for the super chat, first of all, Mario. um, but overall, how do I feel about Lunic? I feel positive about Lunic. I mean, Lunic has a community behind it like no other. We've seen other communities that have come on. Wait, what did that say? That said something. But it's like no other, right? We've seen the SHIB community and how things have kind of been sort of torn apart by the leaders of that community, but you see the leaders of TERRA kind of stepping aside. Maybe they'll come back in eventually, but they're stepping aside and leaving the community to lead it. And That's what I love to see. So overall, about what's going on with this position, I love the community behind it. I love the support that's behind it. I love all the projects that are being created. The only thing that I do worry about is just getting that 1.2% implemented. Once that 1.2% is fully implemented, we know and we have a path to where we're going, to how much we are burning off. And that 10 billion total coins for supply is the area to where we want to get to, right? Now, for other projects that are created outside of it, after you get to 10 billion, well, now you can burn more and more as time goes on, but getting to a penny is easy. Getting to 10 cents is easy at 10 billion. Getting to $1 is easy at 10 billion. But now seeing that growth from $1 all the way up to 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, $40 is something that's a path as well. But getting that path from where we are now to a penny or $1 is what we want to see. So my overall feeling with Lunic is nothing but positivity. I don't have any doubts in holding it. I don't have any doubts in buying any more. I love what they're doing here. And forget Lambo. I'm a man of and there's nothing like a brand new black on black Ford F-250 Platinum Edition on 4-inch lift. And not a country boy. I'm a Puerto Rican. I mean, it's whatever your taste is. Whatever your taste. I love larger, well, not larger, but more on the larger side, but like sort of closer to the medium side of an SUV. Like we want to get a Kia Telluride because the features inside of it is just luxury. Either that or like obviously a Range Rover or something like that. Like that's the type of car that we want. Has space, things that the kids can do. They have enough space. I feel like they don't have enough space in my SUV right now. So just something a little bit bigger than that, but something more luxury is obviously something that I want. Max of like $50,000. So it's not even like it's crazy expensive. Like it's not like it's $250,000 or $300,000 or anything like that. Like it's 50,000. Look what Luffy did in the past 24 hours. Did it run? Luffy is up 21% in the past 24 hours. That's good. Seeing $47.9 million in volume. How many markets is Luffy on? Gate.io, Uniswap, MC, MEXC, LBank, PancakeSwap, all of those things. Look good. Looks good. Like the growth. I like the growth. And that's coming at a time to where the crypto market is looking pretty good overall, up to a $1.14 trillion market cap. Kia and a Range Rover are a big difference. Ah, I mean, Kia, the manufacturers behind that are actually behind a lot of their cars is Mercedes. So they're including a lot of Mercedes technology and luxury features within a Kia. So if you've seen the inside of a Kia Telluride, I don't know if you've ever looked inside of one, but it looks freaking phenomenal. And I've sat in one, and I was like, this feels amazing. And I've sat in a Range Rover as well. Uh, but obviously those were like a little bit. It was an older school Range Rover, not crazy old school, but doesn't have any of the newer features that a Range Rover has. I've also sat in an Audi R8, so I love it. I also sat in a bunch of other cars. I love cars, but I also don't want to sit here and spend crazy money on cars. That's why if I buy an Audi R8, it'll be a like 2013 Audi R8. Like $60,000. Like I'm not paying 200,000. You should check out the Jeep. I have checked out the Wagoneer. I've seen the um videos on TikTok of the interior. I've seen videos on YouTube about the interior. Um, just everything about it. Not everything about it, but I I'm not really a Jeep person, but I was almost a Jeep person if they would have given me the right price. I was about to buy a Jeep like maybe 3 years ago. People Wait, people with their weird ass coins trying to promote it. You're talking about me? Let's see where you said AMC is above. Oh, it's back down, $24. So it was finding a way to creep back up to 26, and now it's down to 24. So that's exactly what I thought. It would create a lower high, and now it's creating a lower low. Whenever it does break that scenario, probably somewhere around the 200 EMA, I would imagine. And halfway through the day, you're going to see it increase. There's always a chance that this can go from a 20% increase down to a loss because of shorting that goes on and people selling to, capture their initial investment, I guess. It happens. It does happen. What's your thought on Grove token? I don't know what that is, but I have about 4 minutes until I hop off of here, so it's gonna be very, very quick. Whoops. Uh, there's a lot of zeros, so a ton of supply. I'm starting to hate a lot of these coins with a ton of supply because it's all about getting the supply out of there, and that's really where their mindset is. Now, I don't see much on this. There's 8,300 people that are watching it. It's on 8,300 people's watch list. If we go to Ethereum, you're seeing 2,000 holders, 2,100 holders with 30,000 transactions. If we go to the holders, we're seeing 19% that's in this contract address, 14% in an open wallet. That's not good at all. I don't want to see that at all. And then 3% here on this open wallet. So, um, very large portion within these top wallets understand that these are contract addresses. So I don't really need to worry about those too much. Sometimes you do, but most times you don't. But this 14%, I most likely do. But anyways, if you go into Grove, we've seen an increase in volume, about $38 million in volume at different places that it's offered at. Uniswap, LBank, PancakeSwap, XT.com, Shiba Swap as well, um, and Hotbit. So it's got some places. I don't really have any like major thoughts on it, but the chart does show a little bit of potential. It doesn't really show a lot of strength at some of these levels, so it's going to be tough to see that potential. But you see these high points and how it did have at least one support level from that level or from this area. I'm very hungry and I need to go get something to eat. So we got 2 minutes and then we're going to hop off of here. Definitely, I'm getting a 2003 Mustang. My wife loves Mustangs, or she did. I like the R8 and the Q8. I've never seen the Q8. Q8. It's an SUV. Is that like a smaller SUV? That's a Q5. That's what it says on the back. Yeah, I don't know if I'm a fan of the Q8. It's just it's too like low to the ground. I feel like I wouldn't have enough space for me. Right now in my car, it's very tough for me to even wear a hat or anything because it's like I'm hitting the top, even though I put it on the lowest setting for my seat. My wife's car goes really low. I like that. I don't like the design of the interior for her car, but um, I like the fact that the seat goes lower, and I feel like I can fit in a little bit better. An Audi R8, I fit in that actually because the seat goes a little bit lower, and I fit in it pretty nicely. And I'm only 6'2", 6'2.5". My wife likes to say 6'3". I round down to 6'2", um, just because I want to seem taller to everybody. Where they're like, "You're not 6'2". I'm 6'2". I'm like, well, technically I'm 6'2.5". And they go, "Oh, that makes sense." Most guys don't round down. Most guys round up. But I always round down. You need a sunroof for your high top fade. Yeah, it goes straight through. All right. Giving away some Lunati tokens. Not right now. I'm gonna try and talk them into going through something like that, giving away Lunati. Maybe taking about 10 million and giving that away, or something like that. And just doing a giveaway through different channels, because that's obviously a good way to um, look at this position, have holders, have people believe in it, see what it's all about, test it out for themselves, all that stuff. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, you can definitely follow me on Twitter. Feel free to go ahead and, check out Lunatics token for yourself, see what they're all about. Hopefully they turn back on the burning feature soon. They said 24 to 48 hours. And I know they have a lot of volume and things have been moving quite a bit. So hopefully they do that. But I know they want to stabilize things, so we'll see. But anyways, I appreciate everybody that sent a super chat today. Anybody that hit the like button, anybody that came through that became a member, the 2 members that were here, and also all the people that put up with any ads that I play. So anyways, I had to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Oh, and people on Twitch, I'm sorry that I didn't focus on you guys. You're there, and I didn't go over here and talk to you guys because you're saying there isn't a like button over here. I know, I'm sorry, but anyways.